Hi everyone and welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Nina and I hope all of you are having a good day. I hope you've enjoyed international break because I haven't, and honestly I just can't wait to see Chelsea back in action. And what better way to return than Chelsea versus Arsenal at Stamford Bridge on Saturday as we kick off with a bang. And we can actually say that for the first time we're going off the back of a win before international break. Last time it was a loss to Nottingham Forest, so the two feelings are very different, and still it feels like it's been ages since I've watched us play. So I'm really excited for the weekend, and I'm sure you guys are too. But we are back with another episode of Round the Corner, the show where I predict what could happen in our upcoming fixture, offer my thoughts, who might start, who could score, offer a score prediction, and yeah, just to build up towards the game. So yeah, it's been a bit quiet around international break. Of course, we've had some news that we have purchased some land next to Stamford Bridge, which will be in a separate video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, bar the few injuries and setbacks that we continue to pick up, to me it's, unfortunately, it's the reality, but it no longer is shocking news to see that a player's rehabilitation process has either been slowed down or something else has happened, there's complications, and yeah, unfortunately it's just reality at Chelsea. I don't like it, but it's just fact. It's sad, but it doesn't seem to be improving. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna get straight into what might happen. Of course, it's a huge game. Arsenal guys, come on. I try to be as honest as I can, and where I would love to say that Chelsea go in and win this game, it's just not as easy. Yeah, we beat Burnley, we also beat Fulham before that, and we beat Brighton, but Arsenal are going to be a lot harder to play against. They are unbeaten right now, sitting second in the league right now, and they've just beaten Man City. Yeah, I know we're talking about a great win for Chelsea, 4-1 against Burnley away, but they beat Man City. And this is actually like the first time that Man City have lost two fixtures in a row since a very long time. So obviously they are beating, pounding their chest on that one. They did it without Saka as well, and they did it without Martinelli starting. I think he got subbed on later in the game, but they still, obtained their win. Whether the goal was lucky or not, still managed to do that. And at the end of the day, it's 3 points on the scoreboard. So no one's going to be looking at that game really thinking, could have gone either way. So yeah, as much as we'd love to say that we've got confidence going into this one, I believe we've got more because we have actually scored goals and we do turn up for the big games. And I think that things are starting to click a little bit. We know that injuries have not been on our good side, but Pochettino has kind of found out now what works a little bit, which players are sort of regular starters. So it seems that we might have a little bit more chemistry coming into this. And of course, players returning from international break always breaks up momentum in the team a little bit. Not as much time to train and sort of regroup, get back together into the game. Obviously, Enzo and Caicedo are coming from the other side of the world, and that's never going to be an advantage, but I hope it's also not a disadvantage because we absolutely need those two ready to fire on Saturday. No questions asked. So yeah, guys, obviously we know that the big kind of injuries, Reece James, I believe, is going to be available now, but no, actually he's not, is he? Because he's had another setback or something. Guys, honestly, there's so much confusing news around that, but I wouldn't be starting James anyway. Even if he was fit and ready, just come back from a serious injury, and we have made this mistake too many times. Too many managers have rushed Reece James back from injury, and it's just resulted in us seeing him out for longer. Really, I'm not ready to take this risk, even if it's against Arsenal. I know we absolutely do need a really good right back, which Reece James is literally the best, but that is why we purchased Malo Gusto, because we saw him as fitting of someone to step into the boots of Reece James and deliver. And you know what, guys, he's been doing great on the most part. Before that suspension anyway, he was on a roll and he was doing his best. So yeah, credit to him, because stepping in for Reece James is obviously big boots to fill. But like I said, I think he's done a good job on the most part, and I think he starts on Saturday. I don't think Cucurella is going to be on the right, because guys, I think Cucurella might actually be on the left. And that being said, it's not necessarily what I'd probably go with, but I think because Cucurella's been doing great where he has had to step in that right back role during Malo Gusto's suspension, I think Pochettino is going to reward him for that and place him back there on the left, which means does Colwill shift in back into his centre-back role, paired up with Thiago Silva, leaving Disasi on the bench. Of course, we know that Disasi has also had a very good run of form. He's been delivering. He's also very physical, and I feel like we need some physicality in that defensive line, especially going up against Arsenal. So I'm not too sure on that one, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But it is also very much possible that Colwill still does sort of play as a left back, and we do see, you know, the usual pairing of Silva and Disasi. For me, it's no question whether Silva's starting or not. I don't even want to have this conversation, guys. I don't want to justify that, okay? Let's just say that. For me, it's the question mark of, is Colwill going to be at left back? And because we have seen that that's where he's literally played him, I mean, we've seen him on the pitch in Cucurella's role while Cucurella's on the right side. I think he is available, but I just don't really see how he switches that. But maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he wants to go in with as much experience as we can. And though I wouldn't argue that Colwill isn't better than Cucurella, I think he's just going to go with someone that maybe has a little bit more experience in the Premier League. Well, for a longer time. They've both come from the same former club. But, well, what I'm saying is that I think I'm waffling, okay? I'm waffling. Although, guys, I do remember that Cucurella was one of our worst players on the pitch last season when we played Arsenal. So, I don't know. I don't know. But we have a little bit more confidence. I don't know. I'm still not going to come out here and say that I think Cucurella is so reliable. I don't think so. Colwill has dealt very well on that left side, and I think he's still got pace. And, yeah, not the quickest, but I still think he might be able to keep that right side under control. That left side under control. Obviously, Arsenal's right. But yeah, I'm not too sure. But anyways, moving forward, like I said, I think we absolutely must see Enzo and Caicedo there. And of course, they've been playing alongside Conor Gallagher, who is our captain now. So not getting dropped there. Conor Gallagher is getting minutes, of course, and I don't know. We've got Declan Rice as a new addition in Arsenal's midfield, and he's going to be a difficult one to deal with. I think we can deal with him. I just don't know, and I'm not saying that very confidently, that he is going to cause some issues there for sure. It'll be interesting to see, guys, as well, if Kai Havertz starts. I don't know. I'm not too sure if Partey's injured, or if he's going to be back in the lineup, or if Kai Havertz is starting. Not too sure. That will be very interesting, but I do think we will still see Kai Havertz on the pitch somehow. Anyways, guys, that being said, our front three for me is a no question. It's a no-brainer. I would love to see Mudryk start. Don't get me wrong. If you know me, you know that I am the biggest advocate. Mudryk fan party and everything. Love the boy. Think he's such a special gem. Good addition. Will brighten up our attack in the future. Has been doing great. However, I just don't think that I don't see any world in which Pochettino doesn't play Sterling in this game. Playing Arsenal, we need the most experience we can get, even though Sterling loves to go into hiding when we do play top 6 teams. Prove us wrong, Sterling. I just don't see, especially because he's going off the back of a goal, 2 goals against Burnley, been in good form, and yeah, like I said, he's arguably one of our veterans in the team, so we're gonna need him. He's played against Arsenal more times than he can count, more than any other player pretty much on that pitch. So for me, in my opinion, yeah, no brainer that Sterling starts, and he is going to take that left side in my opinion. I think Cole Palmer starts on the right side because that's where we've seen him. Again, somebody that's proved that he's a regular starter. He's also coming off the back of a game where he scored a penalty. Bit more confidence there. Again, familiar with the Premier League, and like I said, I don't think that Pochettino drops Parma against Arsenal. No way. Absolutely no way. And then, of course, Nicholas Jackson up top because, yeah, like I said, he also is coming off the back of a goal himself. He's going to be hungry. These are the games where he can prove himself. And if he gets a goal against Arsenal, guys, it's going to be a huge, big deal, honestly. Breaking down Arsenal's defence is going to be very difficult on its own. I just don't want to see Sterling trying to dribble through their whole defence and just, over dribbling it off the field of play and not passing and us getting bullied. But yeah, we're going to need his pace. We're going to need his technical ability. And obviously Nicholas Jackson, we know, is quite physical as well. So hopefully he's not going to be isolated. He's not going to be sat so deep, but at the same time, I think we're going to be dealing with a high press. There's going to be a lot of pressure on our backline as well. We're going to have to be distributing the ball quickly and efficiently. And Sanchez, please, no crazy distribution experiments. Please, just make it make sense, basically, is what I'm saying. But yeah, guys, I mean, I think that's how we set up against Arsenal. It's not necessarily my ideal starting lineup, but right now this is kind of what we got. We're not spoiled for choice. Saka's probably not playing. I don't know whether that's an advantage or not an advantage. The reality is right now that Arsenal have more players that sort of can make a difference as opposed to us not, like, basically what I'm saying is that this team have played together now for a longer time. They found their chemistry. They have a system. It's going to be hard to break them down. I would love to say that we're going to beat them, but honestly, I would probably be lying. However, what I do think is possible is a draw. We are at home. I know that doesn't mean everything, but it's been an international break. The fans are going to be up for it. We're going to love to see this game. We're going off some wins, a little bit more confidence, and we're going to love to give this Arsenal side a game. But they've also got a lot at stake. I think if they win that game, 3 points for them is temporarily placing them up top of the table. Obviously they've got more because they're up against obviously Tottenham and Man City at the moment. So we're just looking to crawl up. They're obviously going to want to capitalise on the fact that City have been dropping points as well. And for them, they're seeing these games as must-wins. So, yeah, not the favourites, guys. Not the favourites. But I still think that we could possibly draw against Arsenal. There we go. A 1-1 draw against Arsenal. Call me delusional. Might lose. But, you know, I say if we play well, we set up well, it's going to be still a positive. Playing up against Arsenal is not going to be an easy job, as much as we would love to say, yeah, light work. No, reality is different now. And realistically, we haven't been doing very well. Our statistics against top 6 teams are non-existent pretty much right now. So giving them a good game, seeing some good patterns of play, seeing some positives in individuals and a good build-up will be enough to take a positive, positive away from that. And a point, even better. Sorry, guys, standards have dropped. Anyways, this has been a very long video. I've waffled the absolute most, but I hope you've enjoyed it. It's just been a while, and I really missed Chelsea. So please, Chelsea, make us proud. I'll be there on Saturday. Look out. Keep your eyes peeled for some content coming your way. Subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV if you haven't done so already, and also check out my personal channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.